Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Friday news. Wow, it's cold out here. We've been getting rain. Yay. Yay. We're supposed to be getting, we might get up to like 4 inches of rain. Ooh, that's going to be good. Anyway, let's take a look at the news. So I want to look at news, whatever pops up. I want to look at US news, justice news, stupid news, time machine news, maybe a galactic news. I'll just write that in there, galactic. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining me today on Friday. I know you have lots of choices. MSNBC, Fox, PBS, and me. All right, let's take a look at, I'm just going to go down the list of what I have because this is the third time that I've recorded this. Is anybody else having that? Like, it's like, let's redo things. Yeah, it's not quite right. Let's do it again. I have to check into the astrology of it all because I think we're in a period where things just don't seem to be gelling. Yet things really do seem to be gelling. And I'm kind of jelly that things are gelling so well for other people and not so much for me. Squirrel. All right, let's look at Hakeem Jeffries. He became the new Speaker of the House in the next session. I believe Nancy Pelosi is still there for the rest of this term. Can't believe I thought I shut this off. And Nancy's going to be around. I mean, she isn't leaving, but she's just stepping down, which I think is great. Great news. She has been such an effective leader. There are people who really like everything she did. Some people don't like some of the things she did. Some people don't like any of the things she did. My Republican hillbilly redneck brother did not like anything she did. I thought, though, she was an extremely effective leader. And whether it was her time to step down or not, could she have lasted for another session? Yeah, probably. Yeah, but great timing, I think, for her to step down and Hakeem Jeffries to take over. Young blood in there, young ideas. Good. There's other leaders, I think, that should look at what Ms. Pelosi did and step down. You're too old. And not that people are too old, but if you're running a country, sometimes you just kind of step aside. Can you hear me, Dianne Feinstein? She doesn't listen to me. Okay, but she should. She should enjoy her life. I mean, anyway, okay, sorry. Hakeem Jeffries, how's he going to rule? What's he got going on with him? Again, this is the third time I've read this. I'm not even going to read on him anymore because I'm just going to tell you what I got. Super strong leader, riding in on strength. He's got some ideas that are coming forth. He is now being set as the King of Wands for my readings as we go forward. But it's being challenged or crossed by the Page of Wands, which is his young energy, his young ideas. He's coming in on strength. He's bringing in a new emotional balance, and he's also bringing in new projects, the Ace of Pentacles. So he had two aces, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So he is going to be doing something that's really, I mean, he's a smart guy. He's going to bring a lot of people together. There's just going to be a little waiting period because the Republicans are going to push everything as far as they can. So, all right. Let's look, because I didn't get to do this. Let's look at the Republicans versus the Democrats. I used to think that the Democrats were in such disarray and the Republicans had their act together in terms of just having a clear, cohesive, singular type message, right? They were all on the same page. They're trying to be with support for law enforcement, but I mean, they want to defund the FBI. So how that doesn't work. I mean, so they're cray. So I do think that there's room for the Democrats to be clearer on their messaging. But as far as the factions in between in the Democratic Party, you have conservative, middle of the road, and very liberal Democrats. And you have the same thing, I guess, in the Republican Party. But the Democratic Party just seems to be more in alignment with let's get some things done. So let's see. One second. Let's just pull 3 cards for each party and see what we get with that. I'm going to throw one in the middle. And that's going to be for us, for the US, for our prosperity. You know, is it going to work? Are we going to be just fighting each other the whole time? Are we going to come together for something? I feel we will. Okay, 3 cards. 1, 2, Democrats. Oh, whoa. Republicans. 3 cards. Oh, interesting. What did I just say? Hang on, dropping it down. What did I just say about the King of Wands and who he is? He's Hakeem Jeffries, and he's down here in the Republican side. And what are these guys doing together for us? New emotional start for both of us, right? For both sides, for the United States. Obviously, we're coming into something new. People are getting tired of listening to the same old BS. They're trying to make news out of something that is not news at all, i.e. Trump having dinner with white supremacists. We all know he's a white supremacist. That's not news. Anyway, Democrats, they got the Page of Cups, Knave of Cups, excuse me, in this deck. This is my Lo Scaribo deck. So the Knave of Cups, the Sun, and the Hierophant. This is the Democratic Party under Hakeem Jeffries. There's going to be some unexpected news. Maybe he's listening to unexpected news. Maybe he has this intuition or ear to something that is probably a little unusual, different channel maybe, but he's bringing the sword of truth and the sun, new beginnings. He's enlightening. He's kind of reinvigorating the Democratic Party, and it's all for the better. It's all for the Hierophant. The Republicans, they got the Four of Swords reversed. So this timeout card, this retreat card, it feels like they're licking their wounds a little bit. They're trying to figure out, are we really dead, or are we almost dead, or are we somewhat dead? So they're trying to figure themselves out right now with this Four of Swords energy. Certainly it's a retreat card, no matter if it's upside down or right side up. And I thought I was reading all these right side up, but that came out upside down. The Republicans are also going to have to deal with Hakeem Jeffries. Interesting. And then here they are. What is this? The Knight of Swords. They're going to come in and they're trying to slash and burn, right? They're coming in. They're going to try to, I guess one of these people is Hunter Biden. And what other thing are they looking at? You know, they're looking at, it was interesting, a little side note. Some people may call it a squirrel moment. When we were in the thick of things with 45, and they were starting these investigations January 6th, my Republican hillbilly redneck brother was going, yeah, but what about Hunter Biden's laptop? It's like, well, okay, well, let's talk about that. But what about January 6th? Nobody cares about that. That's old news. That's in the past. But what about, if you're trying to find logic in there, you're going to have a difficult time. But that's kind of where they're going with this. They're going back to the past. And let's pull some clarifications on this Knight of Swords, even though I got a lot to cover today. I just want to, hello? Nothing in there. I just want to see, what's the matter with me? So goofy. Let's just see. What is this Knight of Swords? What are they charging in? Is it going to, what's going on with this? Swinging for justice, charging in. Woohoo, we got this. A little too hot, a little too fast. And people are leaving. And I think that these people here, it's their own party that's leaving because of them charging in so fast and doing all these. I mean, are they going to be looking into Hillary Clinton again? I don't know. So stupid. What is this Knight of Swords about? It's the Nine of Wands. And in this deck, so a lot of times I was thinking of the Nine of Swords in other decks. This Nine of Wands, it's the challenge of going through these steps to get to not an illumination, but a moon card. You're going to climb up these steps with all these obstacles in the way, and you're still not going to get clarity. That's what they're doing. Five of Wands came out reversed. So that's also this infighting that they're going to be dealing with. What are we doing looking in the past for all this stuff, there's nothing there, and those people are leaving. They're going to still investigate, but they're losing people. And it's the high priestess. That's what this is all about up here. They're going to do these investigations. They're going to climb through all these thickets only to get, I don't know, not a clear answer. Good for them. But for us, we get an emotional new start. For the country, for both sides, it's going to be better. But there's still going to be some of those Republicans that are just annoying. Just annoying. And you know who I'm talking about. You don't? Well, I'm talking about 5 or 6 of them, or 7. All right. Here we go. U.S. News in the last week. Wow. So we talked about the lame duck session, and I said they're hoping to pass, a rail strike done. Ding. They're hoping to pass the Marriage Equality Act, 90% done. Ching. So what they did is the House passed a bill, sent it to the Senate, and the Senate passed their version, sending it back to the House. It's going to pass. Check. A couple of people didn't vote for it. Mitch McConnell. Mitch. Hang on, I'm going to talk to Mitch right now. Mitch, check who you're married to. No. You think they had a conversation on that? Let's ask. This is a little gossipy. Let's look into the conversation that Mitch and Elaine Chao had. I'm hearing they didn't. So they didn't have a conversation before the vote. Let's dig into the conversation they had after the vote. When Elaine Chao found out that he voted no. And she may be against it and just say, well, Mitch will protect us, like Clarence Thomas. I mean, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. So many rabbit holes to go down. What was the conversation with Mitch and Elaine after the vote? Oh, okie dokie. Yeah, okay. Just real quick. So much money. King of Pentacles. This is not Trump. I think this is Elaine Chao. she's, and I know he's wealthy, but she's mega wealthy. And there's an offer being made, but he's pretty much crying over spilled milk. Moving on to calmer waters. In the past, there was a lot of worry. I don't think the conversation got really heated or anything, because at the top of it is the Magician card where he goes, don't worry, I'll fix it. It's not going to happen to us, and who cares? You know, we're above it all. And then the final card is the Moon. So there may be something that creeps up, but it's just that whole thing is creepy. I don't even know why I did that, because it's creepy, those two. All right, here we go. justice. Justice. So the last show I did, I made a comment about Kirshner's Justice Matters show, and I said he's got to change that intro because it sucks, because we're not getting any. Well, that never mind. I just heard a different word. We're not getting any justice. And he just needs to change it. As soon as I said that, the seditious conspiracy verdicts came in guilty. So maybe I should have said that a long time ago and would have more guilty verdicts. So a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are spinning. Let's just throw some things out. Besides that one, which was huge, because that seditious conspiracy for the Oath Keepers, Rhodes and Meggs, that establishes a conspiracy that it did exist. So all these Republicans that are saying, no, they were just having a picnic at the Capitol. They were just doing a little tour. If you look at the video, there was nothing really going on. That is all BS. I mean, I don't even know how they say that, but it is now proven that there was a conspiracy, a seditious conspiracy that existed. They can't disprove that. So now you got to see, well, where's it going? Where's it going? Who's it going up to? You've got a lot of Mr. Pumpkinhead's inner circle and his legal team that are now having to testify before numerous grand juries. So they can't plead the fifth. They got to say, at least that's my understanding, they have to tell the truth. So, and some are coming back a second time for more information. I think two of his lawyers are going back for a second time. Mike Flynn hasn't gone. I think he's going. Roger Stone went. No. Anyway, it's going to be kind of gray. But anyway, also, let's just look at this. The first thing that I wanted to look at was the U.S. Court of Appeals, the 11th Circuit, just slapped down Eileen Cannon and said she had no business doing what she did. Gone. I know a lot of you all have heard this before, but some of you who have not been watching news, yay, thank you. It's just a little recap. So I always thought that, I always read in the cards that Eileen Cannon was going to come into some legal issues. And I think, I don't know if this is the one, I think there's something else coming. But all of that information that Trump had, those top secret documents, all of the those documents, now the FBI can look at them, and Jack Smith can now like look at them all. And Trump is so smart because he like started bagging on his wife, Jack Smith's wife. Like, dude, you are so stupid. But who am I to say? The other thing that there was something else. Can't remember. It's hard to keep track of all these things. So yeah, in Georgia too. Oh my God. So you got Georgia, you got DC, you got the federal thing going after him. You have the seditious conspiracy. He in trouble. All right. So oh, and Trump org. They're they're like, I think the jurors get that. It's crazy. So now you're all caught up on Mr. Pumpkinhead. I don't need to read on him because it's not that much news. Let's look at Bobart versus Frisch again. I think Bobart just texted or tweeted. So she's down by 500 votes, 550 votes, and they're doing a recount. It was an automatic trigger recount. And she just tweeted, guys, come on, find me 551 votes. It's not that hard. She didn't. She did not. I'm kidding. I'm joking. YouTube's going to block me now. For entertainment purposes only. I mean, do you watch my channel? Okay. Bobart, let's just look. I'm going to do what I did before. 3 for Bobart, 3 for Fish, and see the outcome. Intuitively, it's still so squirrely. It's not clear to me at all because I think Jack Smith is going to get Miss Bobart. Bobart and Frisch. Bobart. Recount. How is that going to go? Bobart. She's moving on to success. Or the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is retreat. 8 of Pentacles. I'm not sure where that is yet. Not sure exactly what that is talking about yet. Adam Frisch. Recount. How's this going? Interesting. Okay. And let's just do 1 for the center. Yeah, okay. So the center card for us, we're kind of left out in the cold. It's not a win-win situation for everyone. So you have Lauren Bobart moving on to calmer waters. You have her 4 Swords, complete retreat, a little sickness, a little illness, but she's still working at something. She's still got something going on where she is going to be diligently working to try to get back in to recount votes or whatever. I don't think that's a recounting, but this is the center card. It's not good for anybody. It's just kind of lost. Adam Frisch, I think that's his name, Adam, I think. Frisch. He's got justice upside down. So entertainment only. Was it stolen from him? But there's the Temperance card. There is the Temperance card and the Lovers card. I mean, the 2 of Cups card. I'm still seeing, look, with these 2 cards, I'm still seeing that something good is going to happen, that he's going to get in. Even though, I mean, look at her last 2 cards, 4 Swords, and then working really, really hard. Oh my God. Are those license plates? So I'm still getting, I just heard the Moon card. It's unclear. Anyway, moving on. Stupid news. Should we go to stupid news? The US is in production of six B-21 Raiders. Now, some of you may be going, what's a B-21 Raider? It's the newest fighter bomber. It can take nuclear warheads. So it's like the B-2, but it's the B-21. So it can take nuclear warheads, conventional warheads. It can be flown by a human or by an alien or by no one, by a drone, remote control. Now, number one, I think that'd be awesome to do a remote control on a B-2 fighter bomber without bombs. I mean, that'd just be cool. It's a guy thing. But really, we're going to get 100 of them. Is that just a total waste of money? I think so. Let's just look. So they said, we have no idea what it's going to cost. In 2010, when they started planning this or something, and I thought, did I read that right? 2010, 12, 13 years ago? It was, I think, $700 million. And you know, it's a little bit more right now. And they haven't even started testing it. When you start testing things and you go, ooh, that doesn't work. Okay, we'll put another trillion on it. Why can't we? Why can't we spend our money wisely? Okay, let's take a look. B-21 bombers. Let's just look at a weird car drive up. Let's look at, are they even going to be produced? B-21 bombers, are they even going to be produced? Some of them are, but and some of you all are going to go, who cares? Just like this. No, but we don't know. Hakeem Jeffries card. Completion. The world. So what they're saying with these bombers is that we need them because the world is so crazy and full of war, and we need to make sure that our weaponry is up to date. I'm going to ask another question on this. Is the House, because why was Hakeem Jeffries' card right in there? Is the House going to approve monies for the B-21 bomber? I know they've already approved some, but are they going to go no more? Is the House going to approve monies for the B-21 bomber? Emotional start. There he is again. After all that, really? After all, you know how many cards I threw? That many to get the outcome of the moon. We're not letting you know. So real quick, we have a new emotional start. We have retreat. Okay, so it's like, no, we need to slow this up. We have the Five of Pentacles that we are marinating in, that we're stewing in. We don't have the money. But something they want to prevent, something like this big bomb coming out of the sky, boom, hitting us hard. That's why they're even building this. It's just a tough road, very hard to deal with. But this Knight of Wands, this younger energy, he's riding on strength. Hey, we can do this. We can do this. Internally, people are kind of celebrating. And I could post some clarifications on this. What are they celebrating? Are they celebrating that the money's not going to be there, or that the house is together on this, or something? I think it's the house is together. Externally, Hakeem Jeffries comes up again and says, guys, I don't know. I don't know. When I pulled the star, it's more about balance with this card. So maybe it is a balancing what they're trying to do, but I also see bombs in the sky here. And the final outcome is, we don't know. It's the Moon card. There are things coming up out of the water, out of the deck, that's going to give us a little, make us a little crazy. Let's just keep going. Moving, I don't think so. I think they're going to move on from it and come up with a new idea, a new plan. They're going to be moving on from the B-21 bomber and coming up with something else. We are moving into a complete different energy and different awareness. And I think that with this energy that we're coming into, we're going to come up with different ways to look at this B-21 bomber. It's like, you don't need it. You guys are just little babies playing video games. Stop it. Right? All right. So how long have I been going on? 40 minutes. Let's look at. All right, I'm going to use my Galactic cards. Sorry about that. Using my Galactic cards. Because where we're going with this is we're going through this 3D sludge. And I've been talking to a lot of people about this. Nancy, Jean, and I are going to be doing a show next week on this new energy shift. And I just feel like we're going through this energy sludge, all these wars, all this divisiveness, so that we know how not to continue it going forward when we're creating a new way to live. And we get to create that in our, if we think it, if we imagine it, we'll create it. But if we just keep staying stuck in this conventional warfare, so let's just look at the conventional warfare. Will this be changing soon? Bullets, bombs. Will this be changing to a peaceful way soon? Yes, coming full circle. Seriously, coming full circle. That's what it said. Serious. I added the Lee. Serious, right? Full circle. Because we're coming into enlightenment in the future. And I got delusion of control, Orion, in the past. Just drop these down. Now, if y'all don't have these cards, you can The app is like $10. It's really a good app. I put it on my phone. I don't know if I would like it on my phone or my iPad, but it's only $10, so I might put it on my iPad too. So, are we going to have a better way of dealing with conflict besides conventional weaponry? I'm going to shoot you. It's seriously yes. We're coming full circle to enlightenment, and the delusion of what constitutes control is in the past. Love it. Thank you, Galactic cards. All right. Speaking of past, time machine news. Time machine news. And this is stupid too. Stupid news, time machine news. Let's go back to October 6th of this year. GOP was feeling pretty good. They're thinking they were going to take the midterms by huge numbers. And somebody from the GOP, the House Judiciary Committee, opened Twitter and cranked out this classic statement. Kanye, Elon, Trump. And when I looked at that, I go, yeah. And then I read an article that said, what this means is conservatives were cool again. I guess that's with Kanye, right? And rich, I guess that was, well, it wasn't Kanye. Well, it could have been Kanye at that time. Could have been Musk. Well, could rich and proud of it. I know they're full of it, but proud of it. Cool, rich, and proud. Look how far they've fallen. So Kanye's almost broke. I'm not buying his Lamborghini. I am not. Elon Musk. Look how much money he's lost. I guess Kanye was cool. I know when Trump dances, he's really cool. He looks like the little Caddyshack doll or gopher dancing. All right. I'm almost done. Okay. So, here's where I'm going with this. I do have a point. And Twitter today suspended Ye for posting a Jewish star and a swastika. I read an article about this Indian woman who was celebrating an Indian holiday, and in it she had a swastika with all of these good luck charms around it. And she got in trouble because of the swastika. And in the article, it said that the swastika was never meant to be a sign of evil, a sign that, of what it stands for today, but it was a sign of goodwill. And it's 6,000 years old. 6,000 years old. And so Native Americans use it. I've seen it in hieroglyphs. What else? I want to just read something from my notes here. The original meaning was well-being, coming from the Sanskrit language. an important symbol in Hinduism, Buddhism, Native American traditions, Jewish faiths prior to World War II. So the question I want to ask is, will that symbol ever be able to be redeemed? One man destroyed that goodwill message and turned it into a message of evil. Will that symbol ever be able to be returned to a message of goodwill? And I guess we need to put a time limit on it. I can't put a time limit on it. Let me just ask 3 cards, because it's the ancient symbol represented peace and good fortune, and now it's hate. Will it ever go back to peace and good fortune? So there's just too much sorrow attached to it. Too much. There is a slim chance, but this feels more like it's going to be kept in tight circles, in small groups, where they understand what they're trying to put forth, if they use that. And maybe in the future, but this Knave of Wands looking over this desert scape, it's not in the near future, because there's too much sorrow and sadness with it. Speaking of sorrow and sadness, and we're going to go on that still. Joe Biden has promised, same thing, I guess, maybe, to give Native Americans a stronger voice in federal affairs, promising in the first in-person summit on tribal affairs in 6 years that he will bolster tribal consultations. Circling, what I was saying was that Joe Biden promised more indigenous representation in the government, and certainly indigenous representatives know how to manage lands better than we do, in my opinion. Let's just see if it's going to be lip service, and my cards are really mixed up. Is it going to be lip service, another broken promise, or are we going to start listening? We're going to start listening to ones who know. Four of Pentacles. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Six of Wands reversed. I'm not getting a good feeling out of this. Three of Swords. I'm really not getting a good feeling from this. The Death card in the past, so let's fingers crossed. Daughter of Cups. Someone's coming forth with, well, it's female energy bringing a new emotional calm to this. And it's Hakeem Jeffries' card, Father of Wands. Okay. It's the final outcome was good because you got the Three of Cups, people coming together. So the intention is good, but there's so much that they've been stabbed in the back so many times, and this card is reversed. So will they let it go? Yes, but they have to get through there to get to the rainbow. So it's a step in the right direction, but it's not. It's just a step. Just a step. So at least it's a step. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I got to check to make sure that this sound recorded well. I don't know why. I don't think it's Mercury retrograde. Could be. I know all sorts of planets are in retrograde right now, so maybe that's it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you soon. Peace and love.